Okay, we've got the Dredge again, and I'm using the original cosmetic for the Dredge. It's called the skeletal mass, but it's actually just a bunch of arms and hands, various body parts. This was what the Dredge was supposed to originally look like. Instead, we've got the goofy looking turkey neck thing that in all honesty, I'm going to be honest. I love Dredge. Really big fan of Dredge's playstyle, the killer's ability, but the base cosmetic, the mouth, I'm sorry, it looks like a vagina with teeth. Let me just come right out and say it. It does not look good at all. I really wish they had stayed with this cosmetic. It's so much better. So yeah, I think Dredge is going to be my new main killer. I've been having great success with Dredge, and once I get more and more used to its abilities, I'll be able to improve even more. Plus, Dredge is just really fun. Okay, she's not bad at looping. I would have had her if I hadn't gotten stuck on that rock. Okay, never mind. Yeah, she's pretty good. You don't get that. Come on. There has to be a closer hook. Why is this the closest hook? Maybe the basement's here. The basement always screws up the hook placements in the area. Yeah, the basement is here. No wonder why. I saw Scott Jones made a recent video about behavior should just delete the basement altogether. I'm kind of in agreement, because the only way they should do it, though, is if they make all hooks unbreakable, so that when you sacrifice a survivor on any hook, it won't break. Otherwise, if they eliminate the basement, it will create major dead zones once you sacrifice survivors on enough hooks in the area. But yeah, I would prefer to see them get rid of the basement. Just make all hooks unbreakable when you sacrifice a survivor on them. And that way it actually doesn't mess with the hook placement on the map. Because in all honesty, if the basement's nearby, it just takes too long to get the survivor down into the basement to effectively do any good if you're the killer. You can't camp the basement anymore, so it's rather pointless. Yeah, this Cheryl. There we go. Yeah, she's tricky too. But yeah, I prefer them to just get rid of the basement. It would also solve the issue of basement trapper. Bubba is not really the biggest threat anymore when it comes to the basement. Trapper is, because he can just place traps at the... if the basement's in the killer shack, he can just place 3 traps at the killer shack, and it pretty much guarantees at least 1 kill. So yeah, if they get rid of basement, they'd be solving a number of problems with the game. They'd make it easier for killers to find more hooks in the area. It wouldn't be the game wouldn't be like, well, the basement's here, so the amount of hooks on the surface has to be limited around the basement. The killer wouldn't waste time going into the basement for very little benefit. And it would solve problems like basement trapper. Because basement trapper is still incredibly strong, despite the anti-camping mechanic. So yeah, I think basement should go as well. It's just an enormous waste of time when the basement's hooks are the only available hooks and you have to go down there as a killer. It just wastes so much time. These guys are really very determined to get a flashlight save, it seems. Yeah, I can't pick her up because they're all in the area and they all have flashlights. Okay, that was a great read, and I got screwed by something. Auto aim or something? I don't know. They are just way too invested in trying to get a flashlight save. They really should be focusing on their objective. Okay, well, at least one of them is, it seems. So I'm using pretty much my universal killer build. I use this build on most killers. I find it to be quite effective. Plaything makes them oblivious, so they'll want to cleanse the totems. Once they do, I can put up Pentimento. And Deadlock will let me know which gen I need to kick when I hook a survivor. And it's helpful with Dredge because you can teleport around the map, get to the gen that needs kicking quite easily. It's a very good build. I like it. Yeah, I should get rid of some of these pallets. I don't think any gens really have a whole lot of progress on this one. Yeah, it's got a little bit. I should have returned the remnant. I waited too long. And I messed that up as well. Got stuck on the tree. Okay. Look at this. She's hurting her team. I didn't want to go to that locker. Right now, she's hurting her team more than she's helping it by just not doing anything. Thought I heard her. Yeah, she really should be working on a generator if she wants to help her team, but doing gens is boring. I get it. I mean, I don't mind doing gens, but apparently a lot of these survivors don't like doing it. And it's like your main objective. If you're just going around trying to get flashlight saves, you're not really helping your team a whole lot. Okay, that one has the most progress on it, so I have to remember that. Slow down their healing a little bit. Might have to... Yeah, I have to break this. No, maybe not, because she abandoned it. She made a good play, but then completely abandoned it. Okay. Not sure why you run in the opposite direction, especially away from Killer Shack. I think Killer Shack still has the pallet. Yeah, that pallet's very weak. I don't know why you'd take this pallet over Killer Shack. She didn't even know where to aim the flashlight. The Dredge's head is so strange. It's okay. Yeah, let's get rid of this. What are you doing here? That's the nearest hook, huh? Okay, that's still regressing. They might be laser focused on the gen there. I don't know if either of these has any progress. No, that one doesn't. They're both kind of far away from any lockers, but it doesn't matter. They're both off. Yeah, they're focused on this gen, which will be a problem for them, for sure. If they were smart, they would split the pressure, but they just seem entirely focused on that one generator. No, game, I did not want to vault the window. Instead of working on that gen, they're just doing this. This is... There's no way you can save her. I really will never understand survivors who do things like this. I mean, you've doomed yourself and your teammate. Survivors need to learn that the strongest thing they can do against killers is generators. And the gens were going at a pretty good pace. They weren't slacking, but they could have been going even faster. If they had been pressuring multiple gens, I would have been in big trouble. Thankfully, they were too interested in fooling around trying to get a flashlight save. Yeah, so this is the Dredge's original cosmetic. Looks immensely better than what we got. I wish they'd stuck with this.